And right before we get you that big assault by Prime Minister Modi on the Congress and the Gandhis on the emergency anniversary, let's get you another big story first. The king of loot, runaway liquor baron Vijay Mallya has now resurfaced. He's back in the news and has made public a letter written to Prime Minister Modi. In the letter written a couple of years ago, in 2016, Mallya tells Prime Minister Modi that he's been made a victim and is willing to settle financially with the public sector banks here. Mallya alleges in the letter that he has become the poster boy of all bank defaults and that he's become a political pawn. All government agencies, including the CBI, the Serious Fraud Investigation Office, the Enforcement Directorate, are after him. Well, shortly after releasing the letter, Mallya released a press statement reiterating that his letters to the Prime Minister did not meet any response and that he was being targeted by all government agencies. Government sources, meanwhile, have told India today that extradition proceedings are at the last stage and this is an attempt at shifting focus by Mallya. A CBI team will be in London at the end of July. Reacting to Mallya's claims, Junior External Affairs Minister N.J. Akbar has also rejected his settlement offer. A full-blown political war of words too has exploded after Mallya's letter. Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM has demanded that Prime Minister Modi respond immediately.
Dr. Mallya wanted to pay the banks. I think he had a whole large, many years in which to have done so.
Well, this is a revelation that a person who ran away from this country now claims that he wrote a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister of India and he did not get a reply. So what does this shows? That did the ruling party knew that this man was going to run away from this country? I hope that the BJP and the ruling party will respond to a fugitive's letter. But I hope that Vijay Mallya returns. He should come back.
What is very clear is this letter was written in 2016. This is what Mr. Vijay Mallya has said. It's very apparent that he is getting protection from this government. There's lack of political will to be able to bring Vijay Mallya back to India. What stopped the Prime Minister? What stopped the Finance Minister to respond to this letter of Vijay Mallya? Goes to show that there is some kind of understanding of allowing these kind of fraudsters to escape this nation and to escape accountability.
Well, I would see this as a very well-drafted statement by a proclaimed absconder. And there are several non-bailable warrants issued against him by various courts. He has habitually lied to various courts, including the Supreme Court of India. He has cheated the employees and the government. The aircrafts are lying waste. It's a clever diversionary tactic when I think he has now realized that his game is up and the long hands of the law have finally caught up with him. So this is the same kind of rhetoric that he's stating, but he doesn't realize that ultimately the law is going to catch up to him and all these clever tactics are going to not help him. Well, I would think that if the ED has attached these assets and if this is the right figure, then I think ED should be wise enough to proceed and sell these assets and first of all pay the poor employees.
I want to go across to Executive Editor Meetu Jain for more on this. Meetu, where does this leave things? The government says the letter is all well and good, but he had the time to make a full payment. Vijay Mallya has gone on the offensive. The government says this is a diversionary tactic. Does this put the government in an embarrassing situation, the fact that this letter has come out now, or does this not change anything?
Well, you know, I would just go a little bit beyond that letter and go back to 2014, around the time when this government came to power. Remember, at that time, we are talking about not just the present 9,000 crore default, but we are also talking about the consortium of 17 odd banks led by the State Bank of India, where they had categorically said that, it appears that Vijay Mallya is not one of those who is going to be paying back, and therefore he should be declared a willful defaulter. These are things that are there in writing. Then these are details that were given to the government of the day. What was the government doing? Why wasn't action taken then? Vijay Mallya fled 2 years after that. So the point is, yes, Vijay Mallya does have a point of view. The opposition does have a point of view when they say that Vijay Mallya, the government does not have that kind of a political will to bring this man back. And
yes,
what were they doing all this while? There is a point there, but the fact also remains, and also of course remember Vijay Mallya's letter, which he's again now reiterating and leaking to the media and saying he is willing to pay back. But the point remains now, it's just become a point of no return, in the sense that we are in the last stages where the extradition proceedings are on. It does appear that the extradition proceedings will go in favor of India. Vijay Mallya, it appears, is doing this as a last-ditch effort to garner support, to garner sympathy, and to point out that he is the poster boy. So, this is actually, unfortunately, a situation where, yes, Vijay Mallya is a kind of a poster boy.
Yes.
And there is a lot of pressure on the government. They want to show that by bringing Vijay Mallya back, they're actually trying to clean up the banking system. Now, that might be skewed logic, but that's how it is, and that's how the situation stands. But yes, if you go through the fine print, that there have been many issues there. Absolutely, that one should have looked at. And Vijay Mallya does have a point when he says that he was willing to pay up, but the government is not willing to listen.
Okay, we'll have to see where this goes. Thanks very much, Meetu, for putting that into perspective for us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.